What's up team, welcome back to another video. Today we are putting in some time on the 280Zx. This is the first of many build videos for this car, and it's a beautiful day here in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, so it's a great day to start getting cracking on this thing. I've already pulled out the front seat, but let's have a look at what we're working with. Basically what happened with this thing was it got a full fresh respray in this Nissan Pulsar blue. It's actually a really nice colour, and then it just never got put back together. So it just sat there for a while, and things are looking slightly sad, but not too sad, just enough that I reckon that we can clean this thing up and make it amazing and bring it back to its former glory. It's got obviously some clear coat peel here on the bonnet, which is really unfortunate because yeah, the paint does look really good in places. I would say like 80% of the paint is good. So we've got the clear coat peel here on the bonnet, some on the guards here, some on the roof. Obviously the trim and stuff I've just got sitting there at the moment, but yeah, so basically this car I got with all of the bits just sitting inside the car. It's got a dash mat, which is awesome. I'll definitely be keeping that. The dash is in really good condition, which is amazing as well, because these usually have crazy cracked dashes. The interior, it's got brand new carpet in it and stuff like that, although I think there was some moisture or a little bit of water's gotten in here, but not too bad. The rust on the car is minimal. I've already started fixing some of it up. So there was some here which I've fiberglassed up. They'll need to sand back and put some bog in, but yeah, so there's a really sweet gear knob here. Gives the car 10 more horsepower. But all the parts are here on this car, so it's just about figuring out what goes where and putting the jigsaw puzzle back together, which is gonna be fun. So look at this. Moisture and leaves and stuff in here, so we need to get that stuff out ASAP, because that's what will rust the bottom of the doors out pretty quickly. So first thing we want to do with this car, because it's been sitting for about 10 years, is see whether it runs. I'm pretty confident that it will run. It's got oil in it, I double checked. The oil seems good. It's got coolant in it, green coolant, that was up to the top of the radiator, so someone at some point has looked after it. So yeah, I've put some new fuel in it, because sitting for 10 years the fuel would have been super stale. It's got the battery in it. I did try starting it earlier, and I figured that it was not getting enough fuel pressure, so I went and got a VL, a fuel pump from a Holden VL, a brand new one. I've put that in quickly, which was a really easy job, and then I tried to start it, but it still wasn't getting enough fuel pressure, so I pulled out the fuel sender kind of unit here. It looks all a bit crap and crusty and blocked up, so we'll leave that there. And I've bypassed that with my sweet little jiggy setup here into the fuel tank, just to make sure that we're getting a clean passage right up to the engine. I've checked the fuel filter, that's all fine. So yeah, let's see now with the setup whether we can get this thing to run. Literally haven't tried turning the key yet, so let's see how we go. Boom! That happened way too quickly. Wow. Oh. Couple of backfires. You see that there are a couple of splits in this boot right here, which is letting, yeah, as you can see, it's letting air in there, which is not too good. So this is why she's stumbling, because this is all cracked and broken, and this is on the engine before the airflow meter, so it'll be taking unmetered air into the engine, and that's why it's all stumbling. See, it's all cracked, letting all the air in, so that's not too hard to fix, but it runs, which is freaking awesome, so that's a good start. What we're going to do now is pull everything out of here and see what we're dealing with on the inside here. I already know that the shift is super sloppy because the bushes and these things are really average and dodgy, so but that's an easy fix, just replace the bushings. All the gauges and stuff work, which is freaking cool, apart from the fuel gauge, because we've just taken the sender out. Yeah, so it's just basically a lot of it just needs cleaning and tidying. So let's go ahead, pull everything out of this car, and then see what we're dealing with. So here's what we're working with. Obviously someone's put brand new carpet in this, or started to, which is sweet. I'm not mad about that. So nice black stuff, which is cool. Once it's all put down properly, it should come up pretty nice. The rear seats, it's got a little burn mark here, but actually look in really good condition. So quick clean up of those and they'll come up nice. We move on to the other side. Super dirty. Again, the carpet's kind of just, I don't know whether it's cut properly or anything, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. Looks like most of the hard work has been done in terms of the carpet. We're gonna be putting a couple of bride bucket seats in here, so that should take care of that. Definitely have to get rid of this gear knob ASAP. Steering wheel's going to be going. In the case of the dash and everything, silicone is your best friend for stuff like this. Clean it, put some silicone on it, it'll look brand new, and it helps it last a lot longer as well in the sun. I'll respray some of the other surround for the steering wheel. For this car, literally has all of the bits. Here's the mirrors. Look, the masking tape hasn't even been pulled off from when they resprayed the car, which is pretty crazy, but we're not going to be using these because we're going to be running fender mirrors. So we will be deleting these holes where the mirrors were and running mirrors on the fender instead. Center console with all the electric windows, the electric mirror switches. Again, stuff like this cleans up really well with a quick clean and some silicone, and that'll look brand new. It's got some extra carpet here, which is nice, brand new, so that's going to be wicked. We've got the side molds, which I don't think we'll be putting back on because I think the car looks really nice without the side molds. I reckon that once we've got the door handles on and we just run the badges here without the door molds, they're just not needed. I think the car looks great as is, which is cool. We definitely need to degrease and completely water blast the engine bay. I really like having a tidy engine bay in my cars, so we're going to have to deal with that. I'm going to delete a whole bunch of stuff. New spark plug leads, new spark plugs, oil filter, oils, polish up the engine bay, make it look really nice. We'll wrinkle black, spray the rocker cover, which should make everything look a bit tidier, and just have it all looking good. T-top is one of my favourite things about this car. But yeah, overall we've got a very nice base to start working with, which I'm stoked about. Started again, and she starts nicely. Look at that. Epic. Beautiful. I reckon I'm going to go get the vacuum cleaner out and quickly just whip through this and clean it all up. So it turns out I have the worst vacuum cleaner in the entire world, which made that not very easy, but it's come up a lot tidier already. Just from a quick vacuum we can see that this thing is definitely going to come together pretty well. One of my favourite things about starting a car or doing a car like this is the fact that you get to know the car back to front, inside and out, which is always nice if anything ever goes wrong in the future. So the plans are fender mirrors, 15 by 10 Watanabe wheels, fender flares of course, coilovers which I've already got ready for it, so that'll be a fun install video, and just making things super tidy, a nice sound system, and having it as a awesome weekend car. We'll also do the exhaust on it as well because these things sound so damn good, so you got to open them up a little bit to let people know that you've got a nice old school straight six. I reckon I'll chuck the front seats back in and maybe we'll take it for a quick drive around the block and see how she runs. It's a bit risky, but let's do it, I'm keen. Alright, we've got the front seat back in for now. The fuel system is back in place. Figured it out, so it was basically just clogged up, so we unclogged that. Now if we start it, she should love life. Just like that. Woo! First drive. Woo! She's revving a bit high. I think we might have a vacuum leak somewhere. Feels good though. Fuel lights on. Definitely needs some new fuel. Definitely needs new shifter bushings. Oh, just put it into fifth. Ew. The disc making a funny noise. Definitely needs diff fluid, and there's something banging in the back. Whew. This thing is sick though. So cool. Oof, we made it back successfully. This thing is cool. It's not revving so high anymore, so I think it was just a cold start. It's got some kind of check engine light down here. Should we push it? Water. I think that sensor's faulty though. That's so cool. So that's it, the first look at the 280Zx build, which is going to be an absolutely epic one. I've seen a whole bunch of builds on other channels where they kind of pick them up, do a couple of videos, stop, and then don't complete them, but that's not what this is going to be. We are going to get this thing looking amazing once again. I think we have a really good base to start with, and I think this thing is going to look absolutely epic by the time it's finished. Yeah, next episode of course we will be piecing together the jigsaw puzzle, and I think that's going to be one of the more difficult things because I have no idea where any of that stuff goes on this car. So if you guys have any websites that I should look up for Datsun Z advice, put them in the comments below, or just put anything in the comments below that you think we should be doing to this car. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram @itsmike lake, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.